Hey guys, good morning. It's your girl SeekretD with last Friday's strawberry letter response. So, as I said, I'm running around. I actually left my middle son's graduation to take my oldest son to his graduation rehearsal and to pick up his cap and gown. So, while I'm waiting for him and the rest of my family is at the other graduation, I'm going to record this for y'all. So, this lady writes in, she's 45, and her boyfriend, I think they're just boyfriend, her boyfriend is 55. She said that she fell in love with him when they first met. She did not like this man, she said, but he wore her down. So she said her issue with him is that she wants him to stop touching her so much. She said it was a blind date. She was nervous. What did he do at the dinner? Oh, she said that he kept touching her essentially. So he put his hand on her hand, and he touched her leg, and he touched her face and told her she had beautiful skin. And she told him that he didn't have to keep touching her when they had conversations. He asked her if it was a problem, and she said no. Okay, she said she lied, and she said no. I guess in the beginning how people show their representative, that was not her, because she didn't like it. She lied. And so continue fast forward. Now she's in love with this man who needs to always touch her. So when they're driving, she has to hold his hand. When they're outside walking, she has to hold his hand. She said if they're watching movies, they gotta cuddle, or she gotta put his feet on her, or he gotta put his feet on she has to put her feet on him, or he has to put his feet on her. She said after sex, they gotta cuddle. If she moves away, he stretches and puts his hand on her hip. She said that he wakes her up by softly caressing or gently caressing the side of her face and kissing her. So she said she's tired of this man touching her. They hold hands in church. They hold hands at dinner. They hold hands driving in the car. He always has to touch her leg, her arm, her something. Like, they always have to be touching. So we're going to assume that his love language is physical touch, and hers is not. So she wants advice, because she wants to know if she waited too long or she let it go too long, because as we said, when he asked her, she lied and said no, it wasn't a problem. So she's looking for advice because he's annoying. All right, listen, I can't help you because I don't like it either. But I didn't lie. So, for instance, like, I've had 2 long-term relationships, both relationships that I have children from, 6+ years. One is 6, one is like on and off for like 8 or 9. Anyway, the first one, which was the longer one where I had my 2 boys, we were together, and he was not touchy-feely at all. Like, in the beginning, I felt like we held hands and stuff like that, but that kind of faded away, and I was okay with that, because I am not a touchy-feely person. Like, I am not like I gotta hold your hand, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. That is not me, unless you are my child. I'll hold my child's hand all day, every day. I don't have to think about holding their hand. I just automatically hold their hand, because that's what parents do. So, with my second longer relationship, he was Mr. Physical Touch. Okay, so when we first started dating, he always wanted to hold my hand. And because I was so accustomed to not holding anybody's hand, we would be doing this. So we would be walking, and we start off like this, and eventually my hand would just automatically just like let go. But he would still be holding my hand. So then he would do this, and then I would be like this. Like, that would be my reminder, like, oh, you let go of my hand type thing. So that was how it began, right? So literally, this, I want to say, lasted a couple of months, literally months, where I had to like be reminded that I let go of his hand, right? Hold on. So fast forward, it's like he would always touch me, right? So if I went over to his house after work, he's touching me, and I'm just like, ooh, I need a shower, like. So I understand, but I feel like it just depends on the type of person that you are. Like, I am not really touchy-feely. I feel like after being with him for 6 years, I kind of am okay with it now. Like, I don't have to think about it. So, like, if I meet somebody that wants to hold hands and stuff like that, I'll be fine. Because I've been trained, if so to speak, to be touchy-feely. But I understand exactly how she feels. Like, that was me. But she can't be trained, I guess. Or it's just too much. I don't think my ex was as bad as her boyfriend. So I feel like that's probably why. But it's just like, yeah, so I don't know. I don't really have much advice here. You need to have a conversation with him. But it seems like he's 55 years old. He's been on this earth for 55 years. And he's going to be physical touching your ass forever. So if you can't figure out a way to kind of be okay with it, or come up with a way to kind of touch him without touching him, like the whole foot thing, I feel like is okay. You put your feet on him and he's satisfied. I feel like that's good because you still kind of have your space, even though he might start touching your feet. But I still feel like that's not too bad. So I don't know. I feel like you got to figure it out, sis. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. All right, bye.